What's going on, guys? Look, I want to talk to y'all about something I believe every American needs to pay attention to right now. You do realize the Pentagon has been moving forward with plans for a domestic civil disturbance quick reaction force team. Yeah. It's involving the National Guard troops specifically prepared to respond to civil disturbance inside the United States. Interesting. The original plan called for 600 troops, 300 stationed in Alabama and 300 stationed in Arizona, with the ability to rapidly deploy to American cities experiencing protests and civil unrest. Now, these simply weren't National Guard troops just sitting around waiting for a natural disaster to pop off. No. The documents describe a force specifically intended for domestic civil disturbances. Yeah, with personnel maintained and on standby and prepared to deploy on very short notice. We're actually talking about military personnel here being organized specifically for potential civil unrest here on American soil. But yet, they seem to label you, Antifa, are a domestic terrorist for protesting your own government. Imagine that. And here's where this gets even more concerning, okay? Because the story didn't stop with those 600 troops. By October of 2025, Pentagon directives called for the National Guard organizations across the country to establish their own quick reaction forces team trained for civil disturbances and crowd control. The reported total was more than 23,000 troops nationwide, with approximately 23,500 cited in the reporting. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this automatically means something terrible is going to happen, okay? And I'm sure as hell I'm not going to sit here to manufacture a prediction just to scare you. No, that's not what this is about. But I am going to tell you that you should be paying attention to what's actually happening. I mean, we went from a proposed 600-member force designed for rapid response to civil disturbances to a nationwide network involving more than 23,000 National Guard troops trained and equipped for civil unrest and crowd operation controls. What? That's a massive deployment whenever you're talking about the government's ability to respond to civil unrest with military forces I may have inside the United States of America. And you know what? As an American, as a veteran, as a patriot, you National Guard people, y'all better wake the hell up and stand on business, because you took an oath to the Constitution and to the people to defend this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. It's time. Please understand, guys, that I'm not telling you what to think here, okay? It's about making sure that you actually know what's happening. Because when the government starts expanding its ability to mobilize military forces for civil disturbances inside its own borders, I don't give a damn what side of the political aisle you're on. You should all be paying attention. Maybe there's a legitimate reason for all of this, and maybe there's not. But that's exactly why we need to start watching, reading the documents, following the timeline, and asking questions instead of just blindly accepting whatever narrative we're handed. Because I'm going to tell you something, tyranny doesn't become less concerning just because somebody puts a government label on it. I'm a freaking veteran of this country, and I want my people informed. I want Americans paying attention. Don't panic. Don't believe me blindly, or anybody else for that matter. Do your own research and look at the facts for yourself. Until then, stay curious, stay enlightened, and always smile. I love y'all. See y'all in the next one. Later.
What if enough people say, we're not doing it? Where is their power? There is none. The power of the few is in the acquiescence of the many.
Got the sound.